Hey guys, Alex here with this Cobb House, and I wanted to make a quick video here talking about concrete and how to use it more safely if you have concerns about using concrete. Basically, when concrete is dry and cured, it's inert. You're generally not going to have any kind of a health problem with that. Now, the problems with cement, Portland cement, when it's in its powdered dry form, it's dangerous because you don't want to breathe that in. That can lead to silicosis. But generally, concrete is not a dangerous thing to have in your home, but there's a few precautions you might take if you're sensitive, and if you want to be as safe as possible. Modern concrete, most of it is made with fly ash, which is part of the Portland cement, and fly ash does have some concentrated amounts of heavy metals in it. When this is a problem when concrete doesn't cure properly and it's dusty, and that dust, they call it slough, it sloughs off and it just dusts and it gets in the air. That's when concrete can be a problem, problems to your health. So ideally, concrete's supposed to be cured. You're supposed to keep it wet for 28 to 30 days. Nobody does this. I mean, this is very rare for any construction crew or concrete people to actually cure concrete like that. But that's ideally how you want to cure concrete, so it does not dust like that. Back in the day, or the Roman concrete, they used pozzolan, and when that pozzolan mixes with lime, it creates a concrete cementitious material. We don't use that kind of mixture anymore. We have Portland cement, and the Portland cement does have some trace harmful ingredients, but those are only harmful again when it is in a powder type form or dust form. So I'm a big proponent of using concrete for structural components, especially foundations, but I also like to use concrete for things like windowsills, window and door lintels, bond beams, structural pieces like that, or things that you can cast a mold for and get a nice casted design. But again, there is always that issue of the dusting, because it's a lot of work to cure concrete for a month, keeping it saturated and moist. So, and most people don't do that. So, probably the best precaution you can take if you have exposed concrete on the inside of your building, like this building, I have a concrete floor in there. The best thing to do is, it's actually quite simple. Just cover that concrete floor with, whatever it might be, tile, wood. I'm going to put wood in here, just so you're not creating that dust, picking up dust, and it's not going into the air. It's basically going to be trapped underneath the floor. But you don't get that wear and tear on the actual concrete if you have like a wood floor inside. So it's really not making that dust anyway. But that's the best way to do it. And then if you have other exposed concrete, like here I have these windowsills, which will be partially exposed on the inside. Just seal the concrete. Use a sealer of some kind. There's all kinds of concrete sealers out there. I'm going to use this natural sealer. In this case, this is from Real Milk Paint. Not a sponsor or anything. I just like their stuff because it's totally natural. This is tung oil mixture. So I'm going to seal all the concrete with tung oil. And that way, the concrete can't dust because it's sealed. And you don't have to worry about that problem. Because I didn't cure these for 30 days under moisture. It's a lot of work. I'm just going to seal them instead. So another tip, if you're doing concrete though, it's best not to use additives if you can help it. Additives such as a plasticizer, water reducer, they have additives that you can add to concrete. If you want to pour concrete in freezing temperatures, these things can release things into the air, off-gassing. So try not to use the additives. And if you order concrete, if you get a concrete truck delivery, tell them when you place the order not to put any additives in. Plasticizers are good. They make for stronger concrete, but they do have the downside of the chemicals involved. Plasticizers reduce the amount of water you have to put in the concrete. It actually makes the concrete stronger, and concrete kind of flows more, so it kind of works into all those little nooks and crannies a little easier that way too. But if you're going for a very non-toxic home, if you're very sensitive to chemicals, try not to put the additives in. So there's a lot of fear, especially in this the natural building community, about concrete. It's not that dangerous to use in your building. I hope this video explained a few things. If you have questions, leave them below. I'm always learning too. If you have some additional information, please leave that below as well. And thank you for watching.